Gabriel Bortoleto, the Brazilian driver. Quite a good result as well so far for Bortoleto. Is going to have alongside him Alexandro Catulas. Sorry, I'll get it right. Catulas, that we've seen on good form, showing some good pace in the first 3 qualifying heats. Missing the victory every time, but he was close actually to be contender in each of the heats he was in. So Alexandros Catulas, Gabriel Bortoleto, a second row with a lot of to expect from those drivers.
Then we come to row 3, Marcus Armand and Isaac Hajar. Row 4 is Vlad Lomko and Loris Cabarrou. Then it's Adam Putera and Josip Sobrepera, Georgi Dimitrov and James Wharton. Row 7, Alessandro Senadese and Matthew Rees.
Row 8 is Leonardo Bertinicola and Martin Weng. Then we have 9th row Sebastian Gravlen and Diego Contecha. The 10th row is Kasper Janssen and Marcel Cook. Then 11th row Sen Yuhan and Suleiman Zanfari. 12th row is Tyler Maxson and Elio Giovanni Gonzalez. So that's it, guys, for the quick round of the junior starting grid. This is the confrontation opposing Group B and E as the drivers. 24 of them are about to complete the lap. Over to you, Chris.
Here we go then. Mini to the left, Megatunif to the right. Who's going to get away better? It's going to be Gabriele Mini who's going to lead them in towards turn number 1. Gabriel Bortoleto going straight into second place. Then I think Sami Megatunif was able to hold on to third. He was. Marcus Armand, I think, has gone up into 4th place as they go over the bridge for the first time. 5th place, I think, is Alexandros Katoulis then. Down towards the first hairpin we go. Gabriele Mini, a fantastic start to the race for him. Just behind Katoulis, I believe that may be Vlad Lomko. And then behind that looks to be, let's have a look. I'm not going to take a guess until I know next time they come across the line. But certainly what we do know is it's Gabriele Mini leading the way out front from Gabriel Bortoleto. Sami Megatunov is third from Marcus Armand in 4th place as they turn their way through the last couple of corners. And in 5th place is Alexandros Katoulis.
A clean lap so far for the leader Gabriele Mini. He took advantage of his pole position to hold the advantage and the first position ahead of Gabriele Bortoleto. But Bortoleto is very, very close from the Italian driver. This is a battle going on for first position as they make their way up over the bridge down into the straight line. Shall we see an attempt and a move that just happened behind for 3rd position, wasn't it? Or in battle for 4th with Alexandro Katoulas just getting past, and a change for the lead as it just happened in the hairpin with Gabriele Mini just getting passed by Gabriele Bortoleto. Could he try to attack back in the second hairpin? It's not happening yet for Gabriele Mini, back in 2nd position with the advantage taken by Gabriele Bortoleto. As we said, this is one of the spots where we could expect a lot of overtaking to happen. It happened a lot of times already. Once again, Gabriele Bortoleto in the lead ahead of Gabriele Mini. And Mini actually should better look over his shoulder because Sami Megatunif is not far behind, as well as Marco Arman in 4th, Alexandro Katoulas in 5th. Then we have for the rest of the top 10 as they came across once again the line. We have Vlad Lomko, Isaac Hajar, Georgi Dimitrov, Josep Sobrepera and Adam Putera. This is your top 10.
Well, Gabriel Bortoleto, the driver who finished 8th in the championship last year, leading the way at the moment, the 2nd highest seeded driver in terms of the drivers who have returned for another season in the class this year. Of course, at the top of those being Adrian David, who is having a dismal season so far. The 3rd of those being Zach O'Sullivan, who was 12th last season. But Gabriel Bortoleto, 8th last year, he's having a good start to this 2nd round. Took 2 wins, then had a 2nd. Let's see what he can do in this one, the Brazilian, as he turns his way through the Mike Wilson complex. This lap number 3, Gabriele Mini will be desperate to pick up a win there in 2nd place as well as they come out of the last corner and down the start-finish straight. Megatunif there in 3rd, head down for him as Alexandra Katoulis trying to get a little bit closer as well. He's setting purple sectors in 4th. Armand is 5th. Quickest lap is Tyler Maxson down in 18th place.
And still Gabriele Mini among the fastest on track with the fastest lap. And now a move that just happened indeed. This is battle for 4th, isn't it? With
I think that was Isaac Hajar actually who made the move down in 7th place.
Yeah, so Isaac Hajar made the move on the Vlad Lomko as we're going to confirm you this, but that's what happened. Thank you, Chris, for confirming this. This is the battle, of course, for 6. Isaac Hajar that just got past Vlad Lomko. As you got the leader in picture, Gabriele Bortoleto with less than 2/10 of a second ahead of Gabriele Mini. Gabriele Mini one of the fastest on track and hold this position pretty well with 1 meter behind the leader, Brazilian driver Bortoleto. So Gabriele Mini still has a lot to say in this race with Sami Megatounif trying to catch up just behind in third position. 3/10 of a second of a gap for the French driver in third position. And in fourth we have Alexandros Katoulas. Marcus Aman is in fifth. As we see a cart of one unlucky drivers out there.
I think that's Loris Cabarou who's gone off, the French driver. It's a real shame for Cabarou. But back to the leaders we must go. Defending, as you'll see there, is the driver, I think that's Vlad Lomko, actually having to defend from a number of drivers, including the likes of Sobrepera. Dimitrov is in that fight, as is Putera, Wharton, and a little bit of contact, I think, Guillaume suggesting, as there comes a move. That's Josep Maria Sobrepera going by, and it could get worse here for the driver ahead, Vlad Lomko, who's now having to defend from Adam Putera, who turns his way through the Mike Wilson complex. There's a warning going out for Georgi Dimitrov, who's also involved in that fight as well. Top 3, though, have escaped down the road, Guillaume. Fastest lap to the driver at the back of the trio, Sami Megatounif.
Yeah, the Frenchman is 57.1 in third position, less than 2/10 of a second behind.
Move from Isaac Hajar for 5th place on Marcus Amar.
And Isaac Hajar, who's flying right now after passing Vlad Lomko, he just got past Marcus Arman for 5th position. Could we see the French driver being back in contention for the lead? And a move happening right now. It was for the lead, I think, with Sami Megatounif.
Megatounif's done both of them in one corner, both Gabriele Mini and Gabriele Bortoleto. What a move from the Frenchman. There he is, absolutely flying. Well, I think he must have thought, I'm going to go for a move on Gabriele Mini, who at the same time had thought, I'm going to go for a move on Gabriele Bortoleto, and then it all just kind of worked itself out afterwards.
Impressive move indeed. Sami Megatounif, who took the inside line, it was kind of expected, but not so quickly, and not the 2 in a row. And another change, Gabriele Mini that just get past Sami Megatounif just before the bridge, and Gabriele Mini, the pole sitter, back in third position, and a change in second position as well for Gabriele Bortoleto, who just got past Megatounif again. This is changing every lap as we head almost into the last lap after this one. And maybe this is the key moment for Gabriele Mini to hold on the lead in front of Gabriele Bortoleto. Sami Megatounif back in third. Could he actually try to recover some ground and get back in first position? He has Alexandro Katoulas just behind in fourth. What a move we've just seen for Gabriele Mini just before the bridge. That was kind of brave from the Italian driver, knowing that, of course, there's some elevation after the hairpin, so a better exit from Gabriele Mini, and he was able to take back the lead, as well as Gabriele Bortoleto, just behind. So Megatounif has one more lap to try to recover some ground.
Yeah, Megatounif does, but I don't think he's going to be able to. Bortoleto looks to be in a bit of a comfortable position at the moment. Meanwhile, Gabriele Mini has absolutely run away with this. 4th place is Alexandros Katoulas. 5th place is Isaac Hajar. Then it is in 6th place Marcus Arman. So that is your top 6 at the moment. Soprepera in 7th is coming under a bit of pressure here from Vlad Lomko, but I think Lomko is just about going to run out of time. And the top 10 at the moment being completed from Dimitrov and Putera. But Gabriele Mini looks set to take a victory here in his final heat of the day. This all of their 4th heats now, and Gabriele Mini is going to round out the day with a win out of the last corner, and Gabriele Mini is going to take the win then from 2nd place Gabriele Bortoleto. Sami Megatounif finishes in 3rd place. 4th place to Alexandros Katoulas. 5th place to Isaac Hajar. Marcus Arman finishes in 6th place. Josep Maria Sobrepera is 7th place. Vlad Lomko is in 8th place. Then we have Georgi Dimitrov in 9th. Adam Putera in 10th. Matthew Rees in 11th. And McQueen 12th.
Alessandro Cadenesi is in 13th position ahead of Tyler Maxson in 14, 15 plates for Casper Jensen, and 16 for Suleiman Zanfari ahead of Diego Cantecha in 17th position, 18th position for Marcel Cook. James Wharton is in P19, 20th position for Maya Wong ahead of Elio Gonzalez in 21st position. 3 drivers, unfortunately, we didn't see a checkered flag, even though Sebastian Graveland wasn't able to take part in this qualifying heat, unfortunately for him. And you saw briefly on screen appearing the kart of the 258 Leonardo Bertinicola from Italy. Unfortunately for him, he couldn't see the checkered flag either, as well as Loris Kabiru. As you can see, the drivers pushing back their kart to the scrutineering zone, where we're going to find back, I think, Henri, who's going to try to have a quick chat with at least one of the top drivers, Gabriele Mini, winner of this qualifying heat. And we're gonna hand it over to you, Henry, in a few seconds. Just give us a call, of course, when you can find someone. The time for all the drivers to be in the area. Gabriele Bortoleto in 2nd position, Sami Megatunif in 3rd. It could have been the other way around, wasn't it, Chris? Because Sami Megatunif was briefly in the lead after what has to be called a brave move on the 2 drivers, but Gabriele Mini actually was able to keep the pace and actually made the move back.
It was a move worthy of a race win, in my opinion, but for whatever reason, Megatunif wasn't quite able to hold on, and in the end, Gabriele Mini took the win, of course, from Gabriel Bortoleto. But I think now Henry is ready for us, so we are going to hand over to Henry, who is down in the pits.
Well, we're a little bit slow getting the drivers to the Parc Fermé area at the end of that last junior race, because the kart of number 258, the Italian driver, Mr. Leonardo Berta-Colla, who retired just at the end, he was pushed into pits and had to push his kart all the way down just in front of all the leaders. They came in, so we've got several very tired drivers coming through now. Gabriele Mini taking the win, and Sami Megatunif also after a great 3-way scrap. But we'll speak to Mr. Bortoleto, the 3rd member of that lead duel, very shortly. Just give him a chance to get his crash helmet off. And Gabriel, who thought he had escaped his media duties for today, but Gabriele Mini escaped there. And Gabriel, you said earlier that this was a beautiful circuit, and you know that was would you describe that as a beautiful battle? The 3 of you, Sami and yourself and Mr. Mini, who ended up winning, enjoyed some really good racing there.
Yeah, it's a very good race. He's a good pilot, and it's a difficult battle, and this.
But but you're still looking good for the final. You know, tomorrow you've got another heat tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I have 1 heat tomorrow, and I have 4 penalties because I have 2 seconds and 2 firsts.
Okay, well, good. Congratulations, Gabriel, and we will see you tomorrow.
See you. Bye.
So, a couple of the drivers coming in there now. All these drivers have got 1 more heat race to do tomorrow morning. There's Isaac Hadjar looking a little bit hot and bothered, and we'll allow Isaac to maybe take his crash helmet off and have a quick chat with us. You take your helmet off and have a brief chat for the cameras. Isaac, again, really with the Forza racing team, and you know the competition right up and down this nearly 60-strong grid there. There's Georgi Dimitrov's kart getting pushed on. So, Isaac, you know, just how was that race for you?
I did a really bad start, and I was fast, so I did a very aggressive race, and I finished 5th.
And so you're obviously like still pushing forward, looking for tomorrow's last heat, and then to make it into the final.
Yeah, I think I can entry in the final really easily.
Excellent, congratulations, well done, and a good race there, Isaac.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, well, so as I said, Isaac Hadjar battling through to 5th, just behind